Yep, all is well. Right, guys, welcome. This is We Heard Radar 3, and we are on a casted game between two of our players, and finally we get to see some new faces. On the top, we have Blue Empire, this is Superpower, and on the bottom, we have Green Soviet, not Green Alert, this is Dionio. So the first thing is we are on a battle-based beta. That is something else than the Infinity Isle, which is good news. The second thing is finally we get to see different players than Alvin, Master X, or what was the other guy? I'm forgetting his name. That was one guy. But anyway, I will probably write down a description. And finally, we get to see more players, so that's quite exciting. In the meantime, I'm waiting for the January leather wars, so that will be a blast. After all, I it's hard to confess, but seeing Infinity Isle all around is quite getting boring to me as well. Now, let's see. So Dojo Core is now being supplied with a good amount of Imperial Warriors. They can't proceed because we get to see two Flag Troopers already there. Now, this garrison is being empty. It can be quite risky for the Soviets because, after all, Empire can quickly enter to garrison or empty a garrison. I mean, depending on how you view it. But now the first move coming right up from the Soviets, and now this garrison is now completely under control of the Soviets, and Imperial Warriors are getting a detour. I mean, they are going for to handle this bear. There are still three bears out there, and now they're running rampant in the front line of the base of the superpower. On the meantime, this Dojo Corps decided to go for sneaky route instead of going the normal route for pushing the infantry out there. Now, three Imperial warriors here completely abandoned with this shame and now going for the garrison to protect their own oil rig. Not even making around here to deal some damage to the Onios oil derrick. Not building a sentry gun here, quite bold move, I have to say. Now, this Dojo Core, I think it's been intercepted already. Even worse, the route is being blocked. That's something. Now, conscripts are trying to handle the burst drone out there, successfully repelled. Now, first Tengu is out already. Unlike the many Imperial plays, we get to see two refineries and one mecha bay immediately coming right up to second Tengu is already out, and he is using for this garrison. This will give lots of time for the Soviets to gather and okay, sentry gun is out. This will give a lot of time for Soviets to build and strengthen themselves before the sudden attacking Tengu waves. On the meantime, speaking of preparing yourself, we are not seeing any kind of production except this naval yard. The exit point is being built there, very nice. Otherwise, exit point over here to block or bug some Akulas, which is quite annoying. Now, this Dojo Core finally reveals the hand. I think it will be built over here, or maybe over here. That could be good. Oh, that's going to be very good. So you can take down the civilian structure. I mean, garrison maybe. On the meantime, ooh, the tank numbers are getting very high. 5 Tengus already on the skies, and we are not even seeing any kind of units coming right up. Stingray is being built very effective, but I don't think one sentry gun can handle 5 or 4 Tengus. Okay, another nice move coming right up. This garrison is now completely filled with conscripts. Now, even though you can get Imperial Warriors, I don't think it would be just in time. Also, what is this Imperial Warrior doing? Not even going for the beam katana. Yep. Fortunately, this Dojo Core quite nice, but is being repelled. What the hell? Now, third refinery coming right up from the superpower. On the meantime, three Tengus are just viewing what they can do over here. The bears are now going to move around here to block the perhaps the most favorable refinery spot. Dionio is quite careful with his bears. I mean, he doesn't want to lose any kind of units out of nothing before using them for full potency. Now, third refinery is being established, and are they out of range? Oh, come on, that's very poor performance of the conscripts out there. So, oh, okay, we see a Sputnik against Empire, which has lots of Tengus out there, can easily spot you, or even worse, can just gang upon your unit before making move. But now I think this cute little peculiar Sputnik is going to make it. Right, let's see. 3 Stingrays. Questionable. I would definitely leave one over here, by the way. Now bullfrogs are now making contact with these Tengus, but now it's quite a bit late. Come to think of it, I mean, these tsunami tanks can easily handle stingrays. I never thought a tsunami tank could take so much damage from a handful of conscripts. Is this going to happen? Okay, it's not going to happen. Now 5 conscripts. Now taking the matters into hands, but oh, crashed immediately. Poor conscripts. Now Tango's also landed for, I think, getting the point defense drones. Now Crusher Crane is being built. That's actually quite nice, but still no sign of the airfield. The reason why I say airfield because against Empire, it's for most of the time it works, and without a doubt. Now imagine like filling entirely this garrison but leaving one conscript over this one. Now it's destroyed immediately. I think this one had flak troopers if... I wonder what happened to them. I really missed them. Probably they did what they're supposed to do. Anyway, good times are over and now Superpower is amassing an army and that's actually nice. Though it could really use some tank busters and some Imperial warriors. I mean, this entire land army can actually stop with a handful of terror drones and, of course, with MCV crashing right up. Alright, Forge Refinery is also in motion. This Sputnik is... Okay, Sputnik is being sold. Yep. Now, point defense drones on all of the units, so that's more than what Soviets can chew. The good news is this terror drone can actually wreak havoc. And yep, the first target. I don't think MCV could be used anymore, any further. I mean, it's just obsolete. And now Bullfrog is now targeting all of these. Ooh, that's actually... Oh, wait a second. Things are going to fall apart very quickly. Where is the Bullfrog? The Bullfrog is coming right up. But now, this reacts maybe targets something else. Alright, finally. But now Bullfrog is dangerously close. Oh, come on. Not even force firing to draw the weapon. Oh, he's actually... that's terrible. These just 3 chopper VXs completely decimate the Soviet forces out there. And, oh... Even though on paper or an idea, this sounds very good, like escorting your Stingrays, but they're just way too slow, they attack way too slow, tier 3 is right up, and they, for the most of the time, bug with the walls, and just... I don't know. I would rather crush them with the Crusher Crane. And Superpower is now feeling very confident, building a tier 3 and decimated core, but the things are not very bad in case of the Onio. The only thing bad... Oh my god, he's getting Tester Troopers against a handful of Tengus. Definitely airfield. I mean, this... I want the show, guys. I mean, when you play Empire, just get this one. Get this building. If you can support the economy, get it twice. 2 of them, and voila, you destroy everything. I mean, for most of the time, Empire becomes completely rendered useless. For the main reason is, as always, I would like to tell. This is the only production building they have for anti-air, land-to-air, and tier 3. So either your opponent is going to be very rich because you neglected and didn't do your harasses, and going for 2 mecha base, one is dedicated for anti-air, and another one is for a tier 2 or land army. Or they will be stricken to force to build only Tengus. So even they have all of this tech, like for example tier 3, that's not going to work for him because he will be forced to make some Tengus against what? Against Timblaze, a tier 2 unit that you can easily spam out of it. And that's the best thing about the Soviets. However, if you, for example, not do it, you will probably see a composite army like this is wreaking havoc on your base. And that's something that you don't want to see it, or let it happen to you. But I think Superpower is feeling very confident, even with just 4 refineries, I'm sorry. And going for tier 3, going for the super weapon, and we don't even see... Finally, we see the airfield, but not in the best position, I have to confess. I will probably build a further, much more further, because with tier 3, I think a wave force artillery can target here easily, without a doubt. And I will definitely sell my entire buildings over here because there is absolutely no way to defend Not going to happen. Also, no cash bounty, unfortunately. So these buildings are going to be wasted entirely. Okay, MCV has been crushed. Collector is going to be crushed as well. I would probably crush this collector as well. I mean, even though it's going to make a one run. Okay, that's nice. Moving some hammer tanks with tomb blades. Just ensure to leave some bullfrogs over here, or even maybe better, flak cannon. Oh, wait a second. Crusher Crane was here, so now production is limited only to this airfield. That's... I mean, you have only 3 minutes left. That's all I can say. Now, ooh. Oh, come on. Now all of these tangos already received a loss of damage. And now VX is now completely unhinged. So much VX potential we're going to see here. What are you doing? Just for collector, right? So, right, Tengu Cloud has arrived, but he's going to meet with lots of bullfrogs. There's so many VXs, by the way. These hammer tankers are going absolutely bonkers about, like, okay, what should I target first? Terrible execution, unfortunately. I mean, Dionio, you could actually cook, but that execution was not the best. And also, I would definitely reconsider, like, any second you can get to see a Yari mini sub over here and get destroy your stack of bullfrogs. And now, ooh. Is it going to make it? No, it's not going to make it. Now, it's just a Q move. Alright, VXs are now once again moving right up. Crushing your MCV to rebuild immediately. Okay, I'm sold. It's just completely falling apart from the Diono side, and he's not in a terrible position. His condition is still good to go. All you needed to do is just amass some bullfrogs and get some tomb blades and do some hit and runs. It's very simple. Just position your army over here, hit and run. So you'll occupy a good section of your opponent's army, and that will be very good for you. Come to think of it, you know the existence of this base for a very long time, and you have naval yard, and you get only just stingrays, but not the coolers. That's something else. I mean, come to think of it, the Imperial doesn't have really good asterisk guest plus. Only Yaris, and I mean, if you force them to make Naginata, that's a bonus point because Naginata is not the very best tier 2 C unit out there, completely exposed to aerial attacks, unlike the Kula and can't go land, unlike the Assault Destroyer. And the Deonia is still trying to cook, but it's going to be very half-baked, I have to say. I mean, taking down one collector in cost of maybe losing your entire army, not the best thing to do. This is a good moment for going full shenanigan mode. For example, get a barracks over here, try to get some engineers and do as much as damage you can do by stealing structures. Maybe there's also one Yaru here already, so any kind of bullfrogs try to pass over here are going to meet with a nasty surprise. Building everything in a very close section, so I think the Psionic Decimator can deal the maximum damage. Our MiGs are already on the side. I mean, I would definitely build my Crusher Crate at least over here. Also, Superpower now completely relaxed, not even trying to finish his opponent. I think he wants Leonia to tap out. Wait a second. Now, please don't tell me that you're going to crush the MCV. Okay, he's not. Okay, Yari is on the move. I think he will be used for gaining a vision over here. Oh my god, stop making stingrays! He is making stingrays. Now, bullfrogs are also airborne right now, and ooh, that's a massive army. Just for here, I think just... Ooh, okay, MiGs have arrived. Now, all of the... come on, just move! Oh! These MiGs are entirely decimated. And... execution-wise speaking, whatever Deonio wants to do is not working very well for him. And also, Silent Decimator is now active. Boom. Yep. That's a city planning for you. Well, everything exception goes for Super Reactor and Naval Yard. And I don't know how Naval Yard survived, but anyway, it did. I wonder how much cash... and Deonio doesn't have cash as well. Things are not going very well for him. Now Tengu draws the MiG to the... Striker reacts and just dies immediately. And VXs now try to clear out. I know that I mean, the tier 3 units projectiles must be red, but for some reason, this VX is actually purple. It's just a mixture of the blue and the red. Tesla coil is being built, but that's a very help. I mean, that's not very countermeasure. Because this, I mean, the moment it's finished, it's just going to going to do this. And also this cooler just submerged under and not receiving any kind of damage is quite an interesting thing or feature you can see in the Reddit thing. But anyways, GG already. The superpower wins the game. GG for him and GG for Dionio. I mean, we I have to say, we see, right? This I see a very good start coming right up from Dionio, but as the time progressed, he couldn't go well. I mean, he couldn't just keep up with the superpower. Superpower just realized that his opponent is not building the correct army or not responding in a proper way. So, feeling confident, he goes for tier 3 and also super weapon and then just secured himself the victory. Quite simple. But anyway, GG for both of our players, and that's the end of the video, guys. So if you liked it, feel free to leave a comment or like. These are help me a lot, and consider subscribing as well. That also makes me happy to think that I'm on the right path when I'm whatever I'm going to do. So until then, take care, guys. Have a lovely day.